Another area in the eThekwini Municipality is without water. The community of Trenance Park in Verulam, north of Durban, has taken to the streets demanding water. They claim to have been without water for the past 3 months and say the water tankers that are provided sporadically are not enough for the community. Today was the second day of their shutdown. Now, Trenance Park residents have vowed to continue protesting until they get water. Angry residents have barricaded entrances to the area. They say they've been without water 96 days. Close to 2,000 households say they have been left to fend for themselves. Ward Councillor Nkosiyezwe Mhlongo visited the community and promised that water will be restored. He says the problem is the aging water infrastructure, but that municipal engineers are working on it. The Human Rights Commission is expected to visit the area later today. Now, SABC News reporter Vusi Kumalo has more for us.
Yes, the community of Trenance Park, just north of Durban here in Verulam, are still here protesting, demanding water, saying that they've been without water for more than 90 days. There's just over 3 months having no water. They've been telling us about stories or challenges of having no water on a daily basis, saying that it has been a difficult one. Now, they've just been joined by the local councillor of eThekwini Ward 59, Mr. Nkosiyezwe Mhlongo, who has just joined the community to address their dire situation of having no water. Let us welcome you, sir. You have just joined the community. You have heard their plight. What is it that they're saying, that you are saying that will be addressed shortly? You've made some promises. They're already saying that water will be running in this area, will be flowing in no less than 2 days.
I only had one concern. I wanted to see water going to the people of Trenance Park. That is why they have arranged this double dash of plumbers. I didn't have a long meeting with the technical team because my office doesn't deal with the technical issues. Then I cannot respond to your answer right now, sir. But we can arrange for a community meeting whereby we will have the representative from water department who are dealing with all those technical issues. They will be able to give us the correct response why we do not have water, which technical challenges they are facing.
Okay, so
can we elect this team of people? Yes. So I can take this team and take them to the reservoir so they can start working?
I just welcome you, Sena, community leader of Verulam water crisis. Just you have heard the councillor making some assurances that water will be flowing and running in your taps because they've been dry for more than 3 months. What is it? What's your response to that?
Well, I'm not going to hold my breath as a community leader. We've had empty promises being made to the community previously, and I want to be very realistic. But however, he's come here as the councillor, and I can't discount what he said. So if he's come with an assurance with a technical team behind us that they will go to the reservoir and open the valves to allow the reservoirs to fill up to capacity so that our homes in this area can get running water, I will give him that opportunity. But I want to warn this particular official that if water doesn't flow in this area, this irate community will be back here tonight. So I'm saying to the councillor and the leadership of the eThekwini Municipality, please don't come out to this crowd and lie to people. They've lied enough, and this is a humanitarian crisis. So we now need action. We've seen the teams here. We've asked the community to open up the roads to let the officials do the work. So we will allow them until tonight, until water flows in our taps. Yes. If there's no answer, if there's no proof of that water in the taps, you will be called again to come and meet the irate residents, and you will feel the pain that they are feeling. And I can assure you, this is just the start of it. This protest will escalate again to other parts of Verulam.
All right, well, the spokesperson for the residents of Verulam Water Crisis Committee, Roshan Ruthane, joins us now. So thank you so much for your time. Of course, we saw in that clip how irate some community members are. Perhaps let's get your viewpoint and confirmation. So we understand that the residents have had no water for just little over 3 months. Describe to us what the situation is like on the ground.
Good afternoon, viewers, and good afternoon to you. The situation at the moment in Verulam and the surrounding suburbs is extremely bleak. We are fortunate through our protests and through the pressure that we have exerted on government and particularly the national government that some of these actions have borne fruit. This morning when we got up, around 3:30, large parts of Verulam and the surrounding suburbs have water running in their taps. However, the Trenance Park community, particularly this new phase where the protest is continuing, you would have noticed that the crowd is quite irate because it's day 96 that there is no water in their taps. And we have children in that community that are attending the nearby primary school and high school, and they have not been to school for a few days. There's no more water to bathe, and even for workers to get to work. It is extremely, extremely challenging at the moment.
So we know that later on today you will be meeting with the Human Rights Commission. What are you hoping, they will say and also, of course, provide solutions at this time, particularly as it concerns authorities who have already met with you?
Ma'am, the meeting with the Human Rights Commission is actually twofold. One is to assert a constitutional right that we have. And the constitutional right is to safe drinking water available to all citizens within the eThekwini municipality jurisdiction. Now, the second aspect is a constitutional demand on the South African Human Rights Commission to investigate the failures of eThekwini municipality in providing drinking water to the communities that pay for the service, including those that are entitled to 6 kiloliters of free water per month. Now, the challenge is that the South African Human Rights Commission is meeting us this afternoon, as you correctly said, and we're going into that particular meeting with an insistence that an investigation is held. Verulam is not unique, ma'am. I've just come off the phone now with the leadership in Phoenix Civic Association and the Tongat Civic Association. And we find that thousands of homes are now without water, and the challenge is greater than Verulam anymore. It seems that it's spreading throughout the municipality.
When you listen to what the ward councillor who was there, Nkosiyezwe Mhlongo, saying that, he is blaming parts of what is currently happening to aging infrastructure. I mean, what is your comment around that? Because, as you know, there is a water crisis in this country, and partly some experts have been saying it is due to lack of maintenance, particularly in areas, for instance, like in Gauteng. Your viewpoints in terms of what the authorities are telling you?
Ma'am, you heard my interview with your reporter. And I made it very clear to the reporter and to Councillor Mhlongo, don't come and lie to us. This afternoon, when the councillor arrived there, he informed the community that the teams from eThekwini Water Services want to do an inspection at the reservoir. So we insisted, as the Water Crisis Committee, to go with them to do an in-loco inspection at the reservoir. And to our shock and dismay, ma'am, we found that the pump that is used to pump water from one reservoir to the Trenance Park community was switched off. And the valve that provides water to the Trenance Park community was closed shut. So all that needed to be done in our presence was for the pump to be switched on and for the valve to be opened, and that immediately caused water to flow to the Trenance Park community. Now, can you imagine how upset I am, including the community, that this water could have been provided to us 96 days ago for a simple thing as putting on a pump and opening a valve for the community to get water. So for us, it is clear it's a sabotage to a massive community.
Mr. Lilruthan, let's leave it there for now. Thank you so much for your time. Of course, we will be monitoring that meeting that you will be having with the Human Rights Commission, and we'll get an update from you soon. Thank you so much for your time. Of course, talking there about the water crisis in Verulam in KwaZulu-Natal.